Hello everybody, how is it going today? It is Malachi and I have the second video of the day, and it's another video about my life story. So here's episode 4, and I wanted to explain, guys, this is pretty much addiction. We're going to talk about addiction. My family has dealt with addiction every single one of my family has dealt with addiction to something. If it's masturbation, some of my family members, I don't think they did it, but I'm just saying it's so many addiction problems. We had alcoholism, addicted to nicotine, to cigarettes, to drugs, to just all types of things. Addiction is terrible. Addicted to food, and I really want to get explained to it. So in the last episode, I talked about my grandma dying, and when my grandma died, my dad put on about 100 pounds. And my dad, he didn't do. He smoked. He's been smoking. He stopped smoking and he stopped doing all those stupid things and drugs and all that. But this is what was happening. My dad was upset so much about losing his mom, because his mom was a very pivotal part. It was like he was a mama's boy. He loved his mom so much. His mom was always there for him, and it was just a big part in his life. And his mom was addicted to cigarettes, so the reason why she got lung cancers from cigarettes, smoking all the time. And I've learned from every single one of my family members that have died from either alcohol addiction, some type of addiction, they've died from, because lung cancer. My grandpa pretty much wasted his life because of alcohol and using nicotine, aka cigarettes. If it wasn't for that, he would still be alive today. And pretty much addiction has really killed my family, to be honest. Over on my mom's side of the family, there's a big thing of cancer, and cancer just runs in the family. So if I ever get cancer, I won't be surprised, but I won't be happy. It just runs in there. And also, I guys, the reason where I get my depression from is both sides of the family. Over on my mom's side, her brother committed suicide in 2001. It was very sad. Or 2002, I believe. I'm not sure what year, but he committed suicide because of a terrible life and as a kid. And I'm just not gonna explain it because it's just not it's terrible. Okay, I'll explain it. He got abused by his father. His father raped him, and I don't know how you could live and deal with that. I felt very sorry. I'm upset, that someone would actually do that. Abuse is just the worst thing you can do. Verbal abuse is terrible, and same with. I know that abuse, when you hit someone, bruises come and go, but still, bruises still, you remember that moment. But I just felt so sorry for him, and I wish that he could have lived a better life. But now let's go back to addiction. My family just deals with so much addiction problems, and addiction can kill you, and addiction has killed so many of my family members. If it's alcohol, drugs, it's just so, the list goes on and on from addiction, just little things. And I'm addicted to video games. You can say, I'm not addicted. I can get off a video game. I'm not to the point, like, I didn't play Call of Duty for 2 weeks straight, even though I was racking up the videos. I usually get these videos in one day and then just don't even record for another week or two. And the reason why for that is because it's just really, really easy for me to do it that way. And it just takes stress off me, and then I can do other things in life. Like, lately I've been swimming a lot, and I just want to get into addiction some more. My parents were addicted to drugs, cocaine in general, and they did it all the time, and it was just a big problem to the reason why my parents got a divorce. And when you have a drug addict and a drug addict, it really just doesn't go together. And my parents they're still drug addicts, but they fight their addiction every day. Every single day you get up, every single day they get up, they just have to fight it. They just, they don't want to do it anymore. They care more about us than they care about the addiction. And it was to a point where they didn't care about us. They cared about us, but they didn't show up by we would be like, it's like, how can you care about us when you're doing this every weekend or every single day? And it was a tough time, and I thank God so much for stopping my parents from doing what they did, because they used to do this all the time, guys. It wasn't just once a week, it was all the time. If it was getting this over food, it'd be like that. And I know that's very harsh, but that was just the way it is. And it's upsetting, but my parents are totally better. My dad went to a treatment center. He's been in and out of treatment centers, but this one finally worked, and I thank God so much for changing my life. And I thank Boeing as well, because Boeing helped him out too, and they changed his life too, and it helped him. And I thank God for everything that he's done for me. Even through the struggles, I learned from my struggles to be a stronger person. I learned from my fears, from everything. I learned to be better and get stronger. It doesn't matter if I lost a loved one. I can get over it. It's God puts you through tests, and God is always going to put you through tests, and it's to test your faith. And guys, I remember one time when I went to that mental hospital, I did not believe that I was having God in my life. I believed in God, I was a Christian and all, but when I prayed, I just felt I didn't feel the motivation. I didn't feel the motivation to go to school or do anything. So that pretty much prevented me from doing a lot of things. And I just want to say something, guys. God is real. He is real than anything. He has helped me in my life so much. If it wasn't for him, guys, I wouldn't be alive today. I would not be making Call of Duty videos right now. I wouldn't be making videos that are motivational at all. I wouldn't be talking about my life if it wasn't for God. And if it wasn't for God, guys, just listen. I know that there's people that are testimonial that don't believe in God, but if it wasn't for God, how did we get on this earth? And you can't protest against it, because if you keep on going back and back and back and back, you're going to get to Adam and Eve, and then you're going to say, who made Adam and Eve? And then if you continue to say their parents, there was no one before Adam and Eve. It was just the only people before him were God. And I thank you guys for tuning in to another gameplay and commentary. Please don't dislike for me talking about God. Thanks, guys. Have a nice